Welcome to self-discoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Well, I have just done my Authors Summit for the Our Forgotten Children book series. And listening to each one of those authors and what their contribution is just mind-blowing. The people that have contributed to this book, I'm extremely honored that they're a part of it. And each one of them is contributing so much wisdom, so much knowledge, so much caring for our children, and also for parents as well. Because if the parents are in trouble, the children will be. So we need to look after the parents as well. So it really has been an honor to do that. But I've also, got my own book out there. Sarah's View of Life, a soul journey, or the journey to soul living. And that's out in the ebook right now. I've still got to do the paperback. I'll get to that after this book. And I'm also on the Dare to Live Fearlessly book that's also coming out in February. So yes, there's a lot going on right now. And I'm very, very excited that I've stepped into kind of what I call podcast books, because every time we do a book, there is a podcast behind it. Podcasts on the authors, podcast on their books, and podcast on everything else. And so that's why I call them pod books, kind of audio books. But it's exciting to go down this journey. It's exciting to kind of branch off from just podcasting and to be able to do this, because when you do a podcast for something and you realize that and then you realize that so much information is being shared, so many nuggets. And it's like, well, how can I take it further? And that's why, I introduced the Mentors program and the mentorship directory, where we share their why story, but also their business podcast, which is all about their business and what they're offering. And of course, one of the desires to see happen there is that through the fund action, we subsidize the people who are our mentors and their services for people in need. And that is the ultimate aim. Now, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was given the vision of what I'm doing now, not just the podcasting, but the books. We did one ebook back in 2017. And then, but the educational platform, the book series, going all off into that, it was something that had to wait until the right people came to the table. And I really do feel right now I have the right people at the table for our Forgotten Children book series. It's book one in the series, and the next book that we will do, it will be our Forgotten Seniors, but also we're going to be doing coaching books. Where each coach will share a chapter in the kind of coaching that they do and why they do it and whom it serves. And that will be another book that we'll be doing. So I'm hoping to do 2 books a year and get it out to the people and show people how important it is, how important an anthology is, collaborative book on sharing your wisdom out with people, and how much it inspires people or invites people or shows people the resources they need in order to move forward in their lives. So one of the things in going through this summit was praying that I wouldn't need to cough, splutter, and sneeze. As you can hear, I'm still full of the RSV. Fever and everything is over. It just leaves its remnants with a stuffed nose and croaky. And eventually I'll get my voice back and the nose will stop running. But it's just part of the course. I'm very, very excited where 2024 is leading me. Yes, it started off with this RSV, and it also, my site crashed for 24 hours. I think that was just the remnants of 23 trying to go out with its bang. But 24 is a numerology 8-year. Coming up is the Chinese sign of the dragon. But I also just feel in the air, it's a year of whatever's been seeded is going to grow. And it's going to be a very, very exciting year. So apart from all the podcast books and everything else that I'm doing, and the I Forgotten Children book series will be out hopefully the third week of February if everything goes well. I love book to our children and to our parents. Um, but as I said, my book is already out on ebook on Amazon under Sarah Troy. My self-discovery to soul living, and I am going to be part of the Dare Living Fearlessly or Dare to Live Fearlessly, and the other one, the 262 book, which will be coming out in June or July. So apart from all those books, I'm also still podcasting, still bringing you people. Now, normally I bring you 4 to 8 people a week, but obviously there's been less people because so many people have dropped by the wayside with flu. So many people have come down with it where we've had to postpone their shows and put them to a later date. They will be back, but when they've got a voice. um, but in the meantime, you still got 3 or 4 shows a week, people making a difference and cross diverse. I've got music shows, I've got shows on finances, shows on health, shows on illumination, spiritual shows, shows on books, all of them coming out. I'm booked right into February, so there's lots of goodies coming your way. So this is first and foremost the primary foundation of what we're all about. So selfdiscoverywisdom.com is where the podcasts are mainly driven, and the orchardofwisdom.org is where all the other stuff is platformed. They're both a link to each other. It's just separating it slightly, but everything happens with a podcast first. So I'm excited to the people I'm going to be bringing to you in the next couple of weeks. I have quite a few of them, as I said, and I've got some people uh, that are, I don't know, just like, let's have a look here. I'm going to put the glasses on and I'm going to show you and share with you the people that I've got coming up. So here I am. So for the month of January, this coming week, the same week as me, I have Natasha Sampson and I have Alan Hendricks. I have Kimberly Braun on Beautiful Spiritual Being on her new book. I have got Monica Cahill coming on, and I have got Norma Bernson on our environment and ecologically. And I've got Kenny Perry coming on. We've tried to do this a few times, and through sicknesses on both sides have been playing tag with our shows. But all of them are people that are sharing their own expertise. They're sharing their own passions. They're sharing their own abilities, and every single one of them is here to serve you. For what their discovery has been, it's now serving you, which is exciting, isn't it? So I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Of course, I'm waiting to go up on the Roku TV. Apparently, Roku changed all its coding, so now it's put everybody behind. But it's all up there and going to be up there soon. And yeah, that's another branch that I've made off here. Little did I know, almost 12 years ago, 12 years in April, when I started podcasting, that this is what I was going to be doing, my own network branching off into podcast books, into educational platforms, because we will have Meet the Author platform, a paid platform where you can come in and ask the author about their chapters. And we're also going to be launching around the same time, Ask the Podcast Guest. Where you can come in and talk to the guest after you've heard their show and ask them questions. And so all of this is in play. I didn't know this is where it was going to go, but that's the exciting thing about life, is allowing step by step. I built the network. I built up one show at a time with 3,500 shows out there now. We have a lot of shows. My shows here, Jenny, anything from 10 minutes to half an hour. All of the other shows, at least an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, filled with incredible knowledge. And you can see these books behind me, the books here and the books there. Those are authors I've interviewed, and I don't get to get every author's book. So I've got a lot of good stuff there, and I've got some incredible people coming up. Actually, one of them, um, ah, here I'm just getting the book. This is one of them that I have coming up, Embracing the 90% with Darcy Lang. Wonderful, speaker, and we're going to be talking about, what you're feeding. Are you feeding that 90%? There's always going to be a 10% that likes to hang on, but we've got to make sure that that 10% does not try and overpower us. So lots and lots and lots to happen coming up here, and I just hope that you stay with us. Of course, we're on all the main hubs. We're on 16 audios. We're on 3 videos. And of course, when Roku goes going, we'll be on 4 TV platforms. And we're featured on 4 sites. So I'm here to serve you folks by bringing you such incredible people. And it's been quite a journey and I'm loving it. And I am so stoked about our Forgotten Children book series coming out. As I said, it will be in February. The summit we did today with all the authors will be coming out just as we launch. But in the meantime, you can go and meet them and who they are. All you have to do is go to orchardofwisdom.org, orchardofwisdom.org, and go to the banner that says Our Forgotten Children book. And there you will see all the authors that are speaking. Coming up will be a 2-minute video from each one of them, just speaking a little bit about their chapter and who they are. And then, of course, this summit, who they are, their chapter, and more in depth will be coming up. And each person has been interviewed, so you can listen to their shows as well. Some people I've done many shows with, some people just one, and get to know them and the caliber of people that they are and the contribution that they're going to be bringing. It's just, I'm so honored to have had them here on this network with us doing what they're doing, and very, very excited to be, what is coming. So folks, thank you for following us on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. One of the things I do ask is that very rarely do I get any comments. So if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment at the end of a show, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, or anywhere, or even on the site, on the show page, all the links and all of the platforms always lead back to the show page. And you can leave links there as well, because I don't always know who's listening or if we've had an impact on you or if you're enjoying what we're doing, or are there some other subjects that you would like us to cover? Please, do reach out to us. You can also drop me an email at selfdiscoverywisdom@gmail.com. selfdiscoverywisdom@gmail.com. And if you want to be interviewed, you've got something to share, or there's a topic you would like us to cover that maybe we haven't covered, just reach out and let me know, okay, folks? Because we're here for you. So until next week, folks, hopefully my cold and stuff will be gone by then, and I'll sound myself because I can hear myself. I just do not sound like me. And I'll be back with more shows. I've got more shows to do this week and next week and the week after. It's exciting. I love it. Isn't it wonderful to do something that you absolutely love doing and that you're willing to get up early for every morning because it's something that drives you forward? I hope you have that in your life. And if not, I've got the people that will help you get there. So until next time, folks, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tag at the top there and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.